When making polenta, you want a nice imported coarse grind of cornmeal. And what you want to do is you want to just sprinkle this coarse polenta into some very well salted boiling water. Okay, now we've poured the well cooked, about 30-40 minutes, stirring occasionally. We've poured that cooked polenta hot into an oiled baking dish. We're going to let that cool. When it's cool tonight, we're going to cut it into serving size pieces and we're going to grill it. Today we're showing another basic braising of a veal shank, the standard Osso buco, as it were. So we've got the oil hot in the enamel pot. We're going to get these Osso buco dried off really well with the paper towels. I'm going to brown them really nicely in here. We're going to have to do it in batches, which is fine. We'll add a dash of salt. I'm going to get these nice and brown. And what we're doing here when you brown meat is that we're not sealing in flavor or sealing in moisture. What we're doing is the browning actually caramelizes the meat and adds flavor. Well, we've browned these shanks really well on both sides, as you can see, and I've removed them to a baking dish just in a holding pattern for a minute. I've gone ahead and put the odori in the hot fat. I browned it very, very lightly, sweated the onions, and just got it a little bit cooked through. And then I added a good half a bottle of red wine. Now my rule of thumb on cooking with wine and braising in particular is it is a total waste of money to cook with expensive wine. Just from a moralistic point of view, don't waste expensive wine when cooking. However, I do believe that you should use a wine to cook that you would drink. Don't use bad wine, cheap wine, wine that's gone bad. Wine that you would drink, that's drinkable, is good enough. We're going to cook that wine down, about half. Maybe not quite half, but we want to just get rid of the alcohol, so we just have the wine flavor left. The Osso buco, the veal shanks. I'm going to layer them around in here. Wine is boiling down. Now what we've got here, again, is the homemade beef broth with some crushed tomatoes. I simply warmed it through and stirred it. And I'm going to add this. I'm going to put the top on while it's simmering. I'm going to put the whole thing in a 300-degree oven. Now you want that, 300 degrees is just about the temperature that'll just stay at a slight simmer. It's going to want to be in the 3 to 4 hour range. So this goes into the oven, then we go and do something else like play in the surf, for instance, or go to the store or have a cappuccino or take a nap. Braising is just that simple. So what are we making here, Grasshopper?
We're making a mess. We're going to make some orecchietti. And just going to boil this up as little pastas. And boil it up and throw a little of your sauce on it. Go along with the polenta if nobody wants polenta. They have this.
If they don't want polenta, they have to go to their room without any dinner.
Right.
It's just flour and egg.
Your standard pasta recipe.
Do you have to buy the book to see what that is?
Yes, I'm afraid so. You're gonna have to buy the book.
Osso buco are out of the oven. I'm going to extract them from their braising liquid and place them on this pan, and then we're going to reduce the braising liquid so it's relatively thick, and then I'm going to place the osso buco back in it with the top and warm them up for dinner. The sauce will be used for the meat, for the orecchiette, anche la polenta. Ciao.
I want everybody to know that Patrick sliced his pasta all over my brand new granite and left his mark forever. And I'm very angry.
Isn't this counter for cooking for actual use, or is it something we should just look at as we walk by?
Did you ever hear of cutting boards? Look at all these marks. See all these scratches?
These are not marks. Those are not scratches. Look at that. There's nothing wrong with
The
this.
cleaning man was just here. Now look what you did.
The cleaning man was here.
Broke the pipes.
There's a problem. There might be some flecks of flour on the floor.
This piece of granite is going to be worth billions on eBay.
That's right.
So I can buy a new house.
What's wrong? You don't like the house already you just built?
No, actually, she could just give this one to Patrick and build one for herself next door. And then we could cook her food here and carry it over there.
Yeah, then I have to dirty up my house.
I know.
Yeah.
And we'll have like a little underground tunnel, so they don't have to see us coming and going.
And which one of us is going to be the dumb waiter?
We're eating dinner, osso buco. Asparagus, quickly braised in some butter. Patrick?
Orecchiette.
In some of the braising liquid.
And a reduction of that braising liquid.
Some polenta that's been cooked, cooled, sliced, and grilled on the open hearth.
And of course, not to be left out of any meal,
Pane di Napoleon.